Okay, guys, welcome to our next battle where we will be pitting the Justice League versus the Avengers. Two superpower teams from DC and Marvel. And we'll make them fight and see. Okay, for future battle references, this is in a case where they have no idea of each other's powers and or abilities. And weaknesses like kryptonite and stuff like that.
So we will be giving the stats and how the battle will go.
In part 1. And then we'll be doing a part 2 video on the last two, who they might be, and how that fight between those two would work. So it's kind of like two separate battles, but that's to determine
Make sure you watch that one once it comes out.
First, we'll start with the Justice League stats.
Yep. All right. First one is the Flash, a.k.a. Barry Allen. And his abilities are superhuman speed, superhuman agility and stamina, vibrate through walls, shapeshift, time travel, supercharged brain activity, and he can create vortexes.
Very powerful.
Yeah, he's really underrated, though.
I don't feel like, at least he has his own TV show.
He does, which I don't get.
I saw this thing on Instagram, like, if the Flash series wouldn't have done as well, Barry Allen would have been like a standalone, or like he would have been a part of Team Arrow.
I know. All right,
next up
is Wonder Woman. She has super strength, super speed, durability, and longevity. I have no idea what that is at all. Flight. She's a master in hand-to-hand combat, and her utilities are an indestructible bracelet and the lasso of truth. She's also got a sword and shield.
She's also immortal, but she can die due to pain, but she can't die due to age.
That's true. She's almost a god.
She's a daughter of Zeus. Overrated.
Daughters. It's better than the daughter or son of Odin.
Next up, Martian Manhunter, because he'll be filling the role of Green Lantern in this video. Yep.
Kind of forgot about Green Lantern, but not the point. Alright, now for the stats. He has superhuman strength, speed, durability, and endurance. He has a regenerative healing power. He has flight, invulnerability, invisibility.
Next up, Aquaman. The lamest person on this video.
That's so true.
Aliases.
Okay, by the way, he doesn't really have many stats. Basically, he's
he can talk to fish.
As in the Justice League trailer.
Why would
they recruited him at all.
Hey guys, I can control water. You're in. You better have Slipknot on your team than him. Let's not forget the guy who gave a mind-blowing performance in Suicide Squad.
That was so dumb. He honestly got like a minute of airtime.
Still pretty funny though. Why should he be on this team? He can climb anything.
And next up is Cyborg.
So we couldn't find any stat cards for Cyborg, so we'll just be reading off his powers off the list. His name is Victor Stone. He was a scientist who got exposed to an accident, and he became half robot because he built himself a new body. Based off what Batman v Superman showed us, it was kind of that block thing. I'm not exactly sure how to phrase it. I don't know much about him. I just know him based off of either Teen Titans Go or stuff like that. Next up, Superman, which is pretty much the easiest person to talk about in this video.
Exactly. Alright, so his abilities. So he has superhuman strength, speed, durability, and longevity, whatever that means. Flight, heat vision, freeze breath, extrasensory vision powers, including X-ray vision, and so much more.
Next up, the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight himself. Batman.
Shouldn't have too many powers. No, if this is like
abilities.
Spider-Man, the list would go on forever.
Abilities. Genius level intellect, peak human physical and mental condition. He's an expert in martial artist and hand-to-hand combat and so much more. He's an expert detective, the world's greatest detective. And he has a ton of high-tech gadgets.
Drawback, traumatic flashbacks.
That's Arrow.
No, he's not traumatic. Just kind of fill in the void.
Kind of is dramatic.
Dun dun dun. Those stats out of 10. Wealth 20. Wonder what season 1 Oliver Queen would be. 20? 21?
Probably. And then season 2 he loses all his money. Spoiler.
Next up, I will be reading off the stats for the Avengers. I couldn't find a couple, so I'll be reading them off the computer. And here are the stats for Ant-Man. Using the gaseous form of Pym particles, like in the movie, he has the power to shrink himself and other objects and people to the size of an ant and return to normal over time. He has acquired the ability to change size at will, seeming without the need for the gas. Also, Giant Man. His alias is Scott Lang, but in the comics, for most of the time, it was Hank Pym. Until he got older. It was a pretty good movie. It's actually our third member, Joel's favorite superhero, and that's why the logo changed. So if you're wondering why that happened, that was for Joel.
Mm-hmm.
Give support for Joel. Okay, next is the Wasp. Her powers are basically the exact same thing as Ant-Man, but she can she can throw like bolts of lightning, like bolts of energy,
Like a shock.
and can fly.
That's true. Ant-Man can't do that.
Unless he's on Antony. I wonder why Joel picked Ant-Man. I mean, he's a pretty good hero.
Probably
Next up
'cause
is
of the movie.
Hulk. Yeah, probably. Next up is Hulk. This is based off fan views and like what it should be. Intelligence is 6 because Bruce Banner. Strength is 7 because he's Hulk. Speed is 6 or 7. Sorry. Durability is 7. Energy projection is 1, and fighting skills are 5. I mean, he's the Hulk.
Yeah, he's got a lot of powers.
Yeah. Next up is the god on our team, Thor. He has the power to manipulate lightning, cause storms, superhuman strength, speed, durability. Supervision is shown in some of the comics, like you can see like over like 3 miles, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's Thor, but he's strong and he's a god. So yeah, son of Odin.
Our team is almost all gone, so take that.
Yeah. But then you have Aquaman. I can't take the
Okay,
justice.
it's basically a 6-man team.
Next up is Iron Man, also known as Tony Stark.
Not Tobey Maguire.
I was gonna say Toki. Personal weaponry, the Iron Man armor. Also, superhuman strength and physical protection for Tony Stark. Also contains jet boots that allow him to fly, and a variety of weapons including repulsor rays, pulse beams, missile launchers, lasers, tasers, and flamethrowers.
Basically everything that's in Batman's back pocket.
Quick, let me reach into my bat belt. I pulled out a shark.
Shark spray. Robin, get the shark spray.
Captain America's stats, out of 7, strength is 2, which is not right. Intelligence is 3, energy projection is 1, mental powers are 1, fighting ability is 7, speed is 3. He's over 100 years old because he was born in like 1918, but in the comics it was a little bit earlier. Fought in World War II as propaganda. So those are all the stats, and here's how the fight would go in order. So how it would start is they'd just start fighting, I'm pretty sure. First, obviously, Aquaman would die. I mean,
yeah, it wouldn't take much. I've
No.
gotta say,
Probably
I'm a fan of the Justice League, but
that's
not
Aquaman.
of Aquaman.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Next, the Wasp would go. Let's face it, she's the second lamest on this video.
Yes.
I'm not sure how exactly they die, but I mean, anyone could kill those two.
That's true.
Next would be Cyborg. He doesn't have a lot of abilities, so I'm pretty sure one of our guys could take care of him, like Captain America.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And
Next would be Ant-Man, the other small person on our team. So that's 2 for the Justice League dead, and 3 because Iron Man is also dead after this one. Next would
Batman, which I really didn't get, but I mean, it was a vote.
Yeah. Next would be Cap. It's kind of going to be going faster because the fight would be picking up. Next would be
Flash.
Yep. Next would be Wonder Woman.
And then Thor, the god who's supposed to be the last one standing.
But he's not.
But we took
Hulk
another
would,
vote, and then Martian Manhunter would die.
So it's gonna be Hulk and Superman in our next battle. So keep tuned for that, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching so much.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe,
means
share
a
this
lot.
channel with your friends, like,
And check out our website.
Yep.
It's in
the link is in our channel art picture. Thank you so much. We will see you in part 2 of the Battle of the Avengers and Justice League.